Hello everybody, welcome back to the park. So,
Callum, where are you?
we're now heading into here, which I guess is why we had... Oh, that's probably why, because of the flashlight. Oh, that was a creepy loading screen. But now we have... Oh, this flashlight does not work worth shit. Holy... uh, so that's why we couldn't go in here before. It's because we didn't have the flashlight. Alright. Oh boy, this is a not... Oh. Well, I guess there's some light in here. Hello. Done. Atlantic Island Park has closed its gates. A jeering throng of townfolk gathered as we hung the heavy iron padlock on the gates. Small-minded fools scared of what they don't understand. My machines lie silent and dejected, but I am not beaten. I have sent my wife and son back to Boston and have retreated here to the House of Horrors, I must think. So somebody's like living in here, and it's probably Chad. So I'm assuming Chad, whoever the guy is that was inside the chipmunk suit, probably got sick and tired of like being made fun of. Probably just went batshit insane being a fucking chipmunk. And oh, there he is. Callum. What a terrible name for a child. Oh, fuck. You did this. You named him Callum. But he just went crazy. I think he started fucking with it. I think he started messing with the machines. Okay, apparently this funhouse ride has like Nazis in it that are dual wielding some sort of rivet guns or something. Um, that's me. That physique, you guys just take my word for it. That's how I look. Jack, 24/7. So he probably just altered and messed with the rides and stuff a bit. And made it so they're deadly and dangerous and killing people. Oh, okay, I guess he's gone. I'm liking all the mirrors. That's some good mirror effect from the game designers. You know what? I was gonna first episode I was unfair. I was like, oh man, I don't want to harp on it because it's an indie game. But the graphics, look at this. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh my god, it's right behind me. Oh, if something is right behind me, I'm screwed because I cannot turn around fast enough. Is that just light? No, that's been lit. It's just kind of like having a little strobe effect. Look at this handsome guy. That's why I hate video games, because they like appeal to the male fantasy. Hello. I don't know about that. I gotta stop checking myself out in the mirror. I'm just so impressed. I'm so impressed. Yeah. Oh, you gained some weight, buddy. Oh, hey. This guy seems pretty nice. I'm just saying. Huh? Where are you, though? Huh? Huh? He hasn't done anything really bad, and he's casually talked. Seems like he's just trying to help. Alright, sounds like something's scratching down here. I don't get this whole, like... Oh, it's like vampires. Ah, that'd be weird if all of a sudden this game was about vampires. Oh, man, then the mirrors would be useless. I wouldn't even be able to see them. Ooh, what's over here? I didn't even notice this. Oh, more mirrors. Hello. Okay. Guess I'm going over here. I can't even... I can't even call Callum's name anymore. Was I in here? I don't think so, but I doubt there's anything in there. Okay. Gotta get that good lighting. Oh. Is this, yeah, I was here. Leg day every day. See, when I work out, I actually I treat my legs like I treat my women. I ignore them until they disappear. I'm assuming I'm going the right way. You're a new one. Kind of like... You look kind of like Callum or something. Oh, you're double-sided. Or do you just turn? No, you're double-sided. Okay. I was gonna say, it would have been pretty impressive if you turned. I like how I'm not even seeing a lot of things I'm supposed to be seeing. You guys must love that too.
One little duck went out one day.
Out one day. Out one day. I like how it's like all the same cutouts too. Like we get one new one randomly here and there. But it's mostly like the same ones. Now, so I'm not going to say, like, I'm surprised. I did not think I was going to care much for this game. I thought when I heard that it was pretty much going to be what it is, I was like, man, that doesn't sound too good. But I've been surprised. This game's actually, like, really good. I like it. Like I said, it reminds me of Among the Sleep, and I loved Among the Sleep, so... Oh, my flashlight's off. Now there's light. I was gonna say, this looks more like a normal house now. This doesn't look like a house of fears. Nightmare Circus. Oh, is this something that I'm just imagining from a Goosebumps novel? A circus burns on the ground on opening night, killing dozens. The owner is put to death by an enraged mob of townsfolk just as he shouts out a curse. Now Raven, a dark souled wanderer, comes to the ruins at dusk in search of his missing mother. Let the show begin. Oh, this is probably... Got some cigarettes. So this is probably like the mom's like was in an accident and is comatose or something, and maybe this was like a story.
After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely recognized it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum and did the things that they told me. It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
So there's notice too. It looks like power is going to be shut off, obviously. Power company. Dunwich. Says, one thing of interest though is that it says, winter in Maine is cold and brutal. Don't face it without electricity. Something that some people may or may not know is I live in Maine. And winter does get pretty cold and brutal. But honestly, living here my whole life, I don't really notice it. I go fucking... There I go saying it again. I go down south, and to me it's just too damn hot. Just talking true story, hunger. True story of the donors. On April 16th, 1846, a group of covered wagons began the 2,500-mile journey to California. Just 8 months later, they found themselves stranded in the Sierra Nevada mountains with very little to bite or sup. Bite or sup.
Very little to bite or sup.
It was to become one of the greatest tragedies of westward migration that the world had ever seen. Now our panel of donor experts have uncovered compelling evidence that the families were forced to resort to cannibalism in order to survive the terrible winter. In this never-before-seen exposed read about how the donor children were forced to eat their brothers and sisters in order to survive, all here in the pages of the shocking true story. That's messed up. Yeah, it happens all the time in Maine, though. This is pretty normal stuff. Hey, and that's the teddy bear from Among the Sleep I was talking about. And creepy doll. They have a son, but apparently the wilting. With this novel, Susan Anscombe cements her place. I wasn't having a problem reading that. I heard something come from the radio. It cements her place as one of the most important science fiction writers of our generation. The wilting, the solar flare struck the Earth. Millions of people are uprooted with their homes. A young meteorologist searches desperately for a way to stop global overheating. Global overheating, say global. All right. And an exotic dancer named Chance O'Hara is the key to saving the world. Again. Dynamic, exciting, bombastic. Everything we've come to expect from an Anscombe novel. Chance O'Hara is back, and you'd better believe that she's bigger, better, and bolder than ever. Alright. Cool. Sounds like Stripperella. Hat. I have deduced. I love you from Callum. Well, I don't love you, you shit stain on Earth. Mommy in car. Look at that. He loves her so much, and she, like, just despises him. She hates him. She's a terrible mother. Oh. Good thing I don't foresee a lot of moms, like, read it and watching these videos. They'd just be like, you don't know how hard it is to raise a child by yourself. It's like, no shit, it's hard. I understand that. But still, to just be like this mom and just fucking hate your kid this much. Milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks. Remember, drop off Callum and electricity bill, fix faucet. Drop off Callum and the electricity. Alright, fair enough. Drop him off with the electric bill. Let him take the blunt of it. A wrench. Okay. Is there a reason why I'm examining it? That's definitely a wrench. Could probably be used to fix something around here. Anything good? We got chicken. Got alcohol. Got either eggs or avocados. They're kind of green looking, so I don't know. Alright, that door's locked. That door's locked. Process of elimination. Well, now we're about to call Poltergeist in here. Miss Maylard, as we agreed in our meeting today, we consider you fully recovered from your illness. This letter is officially a notification that you are considered sound of mind and body and may return to work at any time. Please note that you should discontinue any medication that you have been using and dispose of any remaining medicines if you feel at any time you are suffering a relapse. Then please make contact with your local physician immediately. Okay, so she had an accident or something. She was on medication. Clearly she didn't get off the medication like she probably should have. Lorraine, I received your letter and I'm quite surprised you ran off with your father all those years ago, then disappeared off the edge of the map, and then when I finally tracked you down, refused to answer any of my letters. And now you write to me asking for help for another family now and another life. Your father was a horrible man, and I regret the years that I wasted with him. I loved you. I truly did. Every year you grew more and more like him. You were his girl, never really mine. Still would have fought for custody if you didn't run away with him. It broke my heart, but I needed to go on living. I can't let you back into my life without picking open old wounds. I'm sorry, Lorraine, but I just can't do it. Maybe one day it will be easier and I can meet Callum, but not yet. I'm not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again, Karen. Oh, man, that's sad. That's sad. Oh, it's a toy, and that's not sad. Toys are fun. Alright. Lorraine seems to be suffering from depression that began early in her pregnancy. Our discussion had made it obvious that these episodes stem from the grief of losing her partner, Dawn, who died about... Oh, Dawn, not Dan. Who died about 6 months ago. There are also several unresolved issues with her father. After being kept under careful observation, we provided standard treatment for his disorder, including electroconvulsion therapy. The patient responded and made a rapid recovery. Oh, man. Newborn son, who also placed in foster care shortly after birth when Lorraine displayed symptoms of disorientation and depression. It is our judgment that Lorraine is fit to have her son returned to her, and as long as she follows her... Oh, boy, okay, this is not going to be good. Susan said, welcome to return her shifts to the diner. Not working from the line. Okay, so she's definitely not sound of mind, and they gave her back her son. So she's definitely all kinds of messed up. The estate of Mr. Donald Williams has been completed. We regret to inform you that the primary beneficiaries of his estate, including the life insurance settlement or accident death, were listed as Rose Williams and Richard Williams of New York State, the deceased's parents. Our agency made contact with Mr. and Mrs. Williams and explained your situation, especially as regards birth of Donald's son, Callum. Unfortunately, they were not recipient to our overtures, and they specified that without any legal proof of a biological relationship, they consider you ineligible to receive any of the monies from Donald's estate. They have asked that we no longer contact them regarding this matter. I understand that this may have a negative impact on your current financial situation, and I hope that I am not being too forward when I enclose the bill for our service in this letter. Damn, what asshole parents. So their son dies, and they don't even help his ex-girlfriend or wife with raising their kid. And be like, oh, no. I need proof. Don't get me wrong. There's people out there that lie about that crap. But not to look into it? Who's quacking? Who's quacking? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Hey, medicine. Ah. I wonder what it even says. Solift 100 milligram tablets. Nightmare Circus. Alright, everything's a little bit different now. I can't even read that right between us at the moment. I know I want to try and explain it. I think it's because I'm too far from working so hard every day, blah, 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 writing tighter. Yes, I was saying about names for boys and girls. I like Callum for a boy, so somebody, aunt or something. Things are... What's going on? Alright. I don't know why they got this doll if they only have a boy. I mean, I guess breaking those gender norms. Which is fine. I don't have a problem with. But milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks, Zoloft prescription, which I'm assuming is supposed to be like Zoloft. Remember, take the pills, follow up with Dr. Spencer, organize babysitter for Callum. Something tells me it's probably close to his babysitter at some point. Ah, now I can examine the wine. And the food's all gone bad. And we're all out of eggs or avocados or pears or whatever the hell it was. The door's still locked. I didn't run away, Dad took me. Well, that's even more fudged up. Are they stuck in the TV? Is this Poltergeist?
Don't leave me!
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Is anything changing on this? Chipmunk goes a stab, and in the eyes a jab, jabbing. All the townies gabbing. Just lie down and let it happen. Basal ganglia win. Does that bear have like a black eye or something? Shock intruder. Long time ago in a forest in the woods, there lived a woodcutter, his wife, 2 children, the boy named Hansel. They were very poor and very little, so... Ah, so this is like her taking the stories. She took this story and turned it into the Hansel and Gretel story. She took this story and turned it into the Chad the Chipmunk story. So this is like all in her head. The wilting. Desperately for a way to stop global overheating. Okay, this one hasn't even changed. Wait, Lorraine? With this novel, Lorraine cements her place as one of the most important science fiction writers of a generation. Lorraine is back and So is this just her thinking that she's like a novelist?
As the old movie stars say, that's show business. Who is my old brother?
Well, this is the one that never changes, but it keeps falling down and getting lower and lower. Her lie. See her try. See her cry. See her why. See her try. Bye. Ah, bye bye.
But beautiful sound, the no sound people. And then
Man, all the pill bottles.
you had the greatest time in your life.
The prescription. More pills, tickets to the park. Somebody's like crying behind the door or something. Who is girl there? Man, this is just history of Solomon Island. Thank you, William. The new watch is very nice. It has made me a happy carrot. Okay. Bogeyman goes a walk, and sneak and steal in a stock. And is he really a talking? Now is not the time for balking. Cerebral cortex win. Okay, well I had a question about the dolls before, but now I really got a question. Hunger, the story. The woodcutter is dead, the witch always wins. The woodcutter is dead, the witch always wins. The woodcutter is dead, the witch always blah 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 blah, the witch always wins. All here in the pages of this broken story. And I don't think I'm like where any of this stuff is going. My two best friends, Dawn and Laura. Oh, my Laura? That doesn't look like Laura. Did she create Dawn? Is she not even really a mom? Like, yeah. Why can you hear us, Lorraine? One of the most important science fiction writers of a generation. Or, with Can You Hear Us, Lorraine? The willing. A sun will struck the earth. Millions of cattle are uprooted from their homes. A young shadow searches desperately for a way to stop global domination. And an exotic dancer, listen, Lorraine, is the key to saving the world. Again, dynamic, exciting, irrepressible. Everything we've come to expect. Answer us, Lorraine. Lorraine, we are watching. You'd better believe that she is bigger, better. Okay. See her cry, see why, blah blah blah. You're alone. Nobody loves you. Caleb is no longer who he once was. Ice pick, and it's all bloodied. That can be a good sign. Still have a flashlight, right? Because I can't see shit. Which door just opened? Oh. Pictures burned. Lorraine, I need you to focus on what we were discussing. The chipmunk killer, Steve Gardner. He was locked away from what we did to those kids. Nathaniel Winter hasn't been seen in years, but he is nowhere near Atlantic Island Park. We've established this. You know this. Person there now. Killing. A son will be devoured, all the cattle will be enslaved. The shadow lies on your future, our domination. If you listen, Lorraine, you're a key to damning the world. We are irresponsible. You can only join us, Lorraine. Lorraine, we are one. And the walls are bleeding. Don, Dad, can't, not him. Forget. Don, Dad, can't forget him. So I forgot Don, forgot Dad, but you can't forget her son, Callum.
Stories are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. Two children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. A child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch, but I am, aren't I?
Kids broke in today. It has been so long since I heard laughter. So very long I took one of them. I couldn't help myself. It was fast. The others didn't notice. I liked hearing him laugh. This boy from the academy. I put him on a slab. I tickled him until he couldn't breathe. My machines came to life, whirring in time to his gasps and shrieks. I think this is delightful. The change wrought in me by the machines is not yet complete. There must be other children I can lay on my slab. Eyes without sparkle. Hansel and Gretel.
Callum? 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 Callum!
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time.
Freaking knew it. That was gonna be like some sort of actual deeper quote.
Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
I knew it seemed weird talking about a teddy bear. That's why I was like, what? The first episode? Because I thought he was talking
My
about her
heart and
son.
mind.
I was like, when did that
I
happen?
always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Wow. That was really good. Oh, man. Like, I couldn't even... I was speechless like that whole last segment. Alright, as usual, I'm gonna skip past this part. So, I'll see you guys when the credits are done. I'll let you know if anything happens in between then. So, see you there. So, I think that was a really good game. Definitely a game that's touching on the aspect of, like, mental illnesses and drug addictions and stuff like that. And, depression and everything. So I wonder why he had a bee in a jar at the ending. That's one. There's a lot of questions about the ending, but that's one of the ones, like, I'm trying to think of the bee in the jar, like, what would that have to do with anything? But yeah, so I think, my opinion, I don't know if it's supposed to be open-ended, if it's supposed to be an obvious ending. My opinion from what I see is I think that she ended up seeming like she probably ended up killing her kid and is claiming like he ran away or something. But I don't know, maybe he did just run away. Who knows? I don't think anything was really confirmed. I think it's all just left up for debate, but that's my take on it. I think she probably ended up killing him and is claiming that he ran away. And I think the whole game is just torn between what's real, what's not real, and I think the majority isn't real. I think, like what I said before, I think she read stories and she's kind of like connecting them with each other and like mistaking it for a real life. Anyways, that was The Park. I think it's a really great game. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I can't wait to see you guys in the next playthrough. As always, if you liked it, let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. What's your theory on it? Do you think she killed her son? Do you think he ran away? What's going on? As always, you guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye!